Okay, okay, go live. Okay. We are probably good to go. We're probably good to go. Let's double check on Twitch to make sure that Twitch wants to be an adult. Because at this point in time, I have no bloody clue. Says that I'm alive. Over here. Okay, cool. Boom. Boom. Not that. Boom. Close that. How do I go to bloody Stream Manager now? There we go. Now I'm in Stream Manager. Okie day. It sounds like I am fully live for the WereGrandma. All right, boom. All right, welcome back. I'm fully live for the WereGrandma. I'm John Norgrove. This is Gaming Jive, and we are catching back up with Our Lady the Grandma, Battle Grandma, WereGrandma. She's only in human form here in town, outside of town. Not a human no more. So yeah, welcome back and all that kind of stuff. We're just gonna kind of like get back into it, and see where we go from there. I kind of totally am not even aware of where I'm at. Okay, so level 50 is to get to Nightmare. We're at 41, so we may just hit level 50 this week. Maybe this stream. I doubt this stream. That feels like that would be insane on my part, but like technically anything's possible, right? So let's see. Do we have inventory we need to deal with? No. So let's go to the map and let's figure out what we want to do. Do we want to do a world boss today? Maybe. It's in like 26 minutes though. So, and what's our seasonal stuff looking like? Like, it's only been a few days, right? Like, I literally streamed on Thursday. Immediately, no clue where I'm at in the game. That being said, I have had a heck of a migraine all day that has only just ramped up and gotten increasingly bad, which is like mad not cool, dude. Mad not cool. But so yeah, let's see where we're going with these guys. So Helltide, wow, at max threat during Helltide. Oh, that's cheeky. Okay. More whisper caches, buy more stuff from the Purveyor of Curiosities. Consume seasonal elixirs. Oh yeah, I gotta consume seasonal elixirs. Do I even have any of those yet? Was that these? Yeah. After killing enemy, increase movement speed by 3% for 5 seconds, stacking up to 15 times. Experience gain increased by 6%. That's a weird number. And after killing an enemy, holy bolts fire from the corpse of that enemy. Cheese and crackers. Okay. Well, we'll try that. So let's spend some more whatever the heck at the Purveyor of Curiosities, some whatever tokens or whatever it's called. And go from there. Before we get started with that, let me text you back. Okay. Boom. Taken care of. All right. All right. What do we have? 263? Let's I don't know. Man. I don't know. You just gotta like kind of spend money. What's cheap? Whisper keys? How many of those do we have now? Bloody 28. Jeez. And what is that? How close does that get us to the season thing about the keys? Oh, it didn't count at all because it says equipment. Fine print. Well, that's embarrassing. That's fine. It just means I won't have to buy any keys for a while now. Whatever's clever, my dudes. So let's we've got time for this, and how long is this going to be here for? Like 48 more minutes. So let's just jump into here. Let's do a little hell tidery, and then we'll figure out what we're going to be doing from there. All right, so let's do this. Okay, cool. I'm like almost at max, whatever it's called. And then we're going to do the one that makes holy bolts occur, because that seems especially sassy in a Helltide. And then let's I don't know, where do we want to make our way downtown, huh? Let's make our way down to this town. Let's see what's I think we did this last time, all the way over there. Yeah, no. All right, we're just gonna wander. That's fine. Just gonna wander and murder. Look at this. Immediately into what you call it. Oh dang. That fires off like a big old blast of those bolts. That's red. How long is this for? Well, hopefully like 30 minutes like the other ones are. Because that's gonna be deliciously useful, huh? Who's shaking over here? Get out of here with that shaking. You don't count. Is there somebody shaking over here? Oh man, I thought there was somebody shaking over there. I like that they sort of low key sound like rattlesnakes. So, like, I'm from California, right? That's where I'm at. And California is, we got rattlesnakes out here. So, and rattlesnakes sort of make that same, like, shh, 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 sort of sound or whatever. So, it's like rattlesnake sound to me. There you go. You get murdered. You all get the murder. Feel like the Oprah Winfrey of murder over here, huh? Battle Grandma. Murder Oprah. And F that guy. Running in like that? Get out all the way of here from that, man. Holy heck in a handbag. So I was thinking today, right? I'm just like, okay, what if we were to do Battle Grandma? But what if it was an isekai? Like, what if she was like a grandma from like from like our universe, and then like I don't know, whatever, something happened. Sometimes isekais are like hit by a car or whatever, right? But sometimes isekais are just like snatched. I'm trying to remember what the name of this anime was. I was watching this anime where like it was like some teens, and they heard like a bell, like a church bell, like going off, and they're like, "What's that bell noise? What's that bell noise going on? I wonder what that noise is or whatever." And then like a giant portal opens and just like takes them and like dumps them in a place, and they're just like, "Ooh, well, I guess we learned what that is. That bell meant isekai. Church bell meant isekai, which is both kind of a rad, like, because so many isekai are like, I was going to get snacks and got hit by a bus. Now I'm isekai'd or whatever. Whereas this one was just like straight snooched, right? Like no murder she wrote or anything like that. But also it's like you could have chose a sound less like I mean, I don't know how common like church bells are in Japan, right? But like I feel like from a European standpoint, if like church bells meant isekai, then like that's happening a lot, man. That sound would just like haunt your nightmares. Uh or whatever. But I like the idea of an isekai just like firing off. Another one that I recently I'm trying to think. I think I finished it. Was where the isekai was like oh yeah, I did finish it because it was like this guy had played this like um dating sim, this like dating sim game, and then like after he 100%s the isekai, he like or the dating sim, I mean, he gets isekai'd into the sim game as like a background character, and he's just like, I hate this sim. But it's like such a self-aware game that it was just like calling its own shittiness out. It was genuinely hilarious. Oh man, it was so good. Oh, there's some demons going on over there. Sweet. Yeah, no, I want this. I want to fight these guys. I know. Oh, no. Boo-hoo. Get out of here, demons. Oh my goodness, get so out of here, my guy. Yeah. Sorry, is that succubus's name Anita? Did I just catch that right? Or am I totally an idiot? Anidia. And Adia. That's like a different name entirely. Okay. Get so borked, my guy. Yeah, get absolutely demolished. Grandma's gonna bake you a pie. A pie of death? Oh, man. A largesse axe, huh? Oh, these guys just keep coming, huh? It's because we beat up that one chick so fast. They were just like, that's not allowed. You can't be keeping that up. That's too dark. What's going on with that schnick over there? What is this over here? What is that? It's one of these structure thingies. Okay, that's fine. Now the question is, now that it's jumped to like, please return to Sode the what's his face or whatever. I wonder if it's gonna not let me gain wolf levels or whatever it's called while I'm like, do I have to return every time, or will I still get like some wolf levels like on the fly? That's not been made clear, primarily because I'm not what's the word I'm looking for? Paying attention and reading stuff. Nor am I technically preparing. Because yeah, I didn't do that. I was lazy instead. I had other stuff to do. I hope that everybody had a grand weekend. With what, Labor Day? No, Memorial Day just having been a thing. Okay, so I guess. Do I need to like? I guess I should go back there first, huh? Tortured gifts of mysteries. I don't know what any of that stuff is. How delicious. But I know where what's his name is. So let's just tell us a town portal there. Get rid of this stuff. Whatever. High five this guy with my like Hulk fist thing, and then we'll just like go from there or whatever. You dig? Okay. Give me your soul. Oh, the Iron Wolf's most dependable reputation cache, a trio of legendary helm, pants, and rings set to thrive in any situation. Okay, cool. And then after that, I get Glimmering Herb Supply. Box of herbs gather throughout the Helltide. Okay, cool. Okay, quite rad, Let's see, we got skill tree points here. Where do we want to dump those? So we're pumping this up. Want to do more companion bonus? Because like that's max. Still hit critically strikes a deal sort of increased damage. Okay. Okay. Okay, what's this? When shapeshifting into a new animal form. No, we're not doing that because we're pretty much always this animal form. So that don't mean nothing to us. Uh, we could probably take that up a little bit. That's 2 wolves already maxed out. Yeah, no protection, no circle protections. That guy's maxed out. Oh, but this? No. Digidegrade gate. Oh, that's just like my speed up thing. Critical strike close enemies? No, I don't care about that. Damage reduction while werebear form? No, I'm not doing werebear very often. Maximum spirit is increased. Basic skills generate more spirit. No, that's not it. Okay. Alright. Alright. We're gonna do this one then. Give the boys a little bit more pump. And then Julie just got home, so we're gonna take a little I'm gonna put you guys on mute while I say hi to her, but yeah, I'll be back in just a second. So no, right, and I'm back. So yeah, where was I talking about? Okay, so we got the boys a little bit more hyped. We got this guy a little bit more hyped. Oh, and then I wanted you to get to see some of the stuff. Yeah, I think I'd remember all these bloody shorthands. And then I want to see how much did I get. Not very much. Okay, that's gonna take like low key forever to get there, huh? But I'm already at like 2 of these, so okay, that's whatever's clever. So let's pop this. Boom, boom, boom. Ring, hat, pants. Okay, so what are these? Now that we've got these augments, now we got to be paying attention to these, right? So, okay, affixes applied to weapon. Chance for earth spike projectile, landslide projectiles, cast twice a boulder. Okay, so useless to me. Werebear augments. Okay, okay, that's not a bad idea. Because what is this? Trample? Is trample on that one? Totally not at all. All right, well, I'm not really doing werebear stuff. That's another one of those. Wolves. Wolves attack speed up. Shift-shifting endurance. Bloodhound cooldown reduction. Debilitating roar. Yeah, we don't really use any of those. Okay, so that's all. That was all real whatever stuff. So how do we mark this junk? Okay, spacebar this stuff. So like whatever that's not bad. Junk, junk, junk. But like, where's my there? Yeah, see, I'm already like all the way in that. So like whatever, junk. This axe is like up a hundo. Oh, let's actually escape. Let's go up to this dude because he's got a chest up there, and I know we're like, I think we're close to when it's time for me to use this. Nah, nah, because it's 43. Oh no, yeah, we actually are super close. Okay, so inventory. There we go. All right, so like whatever about that one. Oh, that's a totem. I don't use those. Okay, whatever, 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 whatever. Oh shit, though. What? Your wolf companions are now werewolf companions. Werewolf companions deal 97% additional damage and can spread rabies. That's super awesome. What's that now? Want your burrito? Sure, yeah, you can bring it over here. I'll have a wee bite or something. That's trash. That's trash. 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 Okay. That's nice. I mean, super weak weapon. Oh, but it's like a one handy boy. So actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove that and we're gonna like set these aside so I can like play with this and see what that does where you're using like a totem and a one-handed weapon. Because if you see how the attack speed difference is like 1.1 instead of 0.9, so maybe worth it. I probably not, but like maybe, you know? So we'll see what happens. Julie came home with taco truck, so I've got taco truck. So this is gonna include a little bit of eating. Uh, I'm gonna apologize now for any gross sounds. I'm this okay. Let me tell you, this mic that I'm using, this blue microphone, sucks remarkably because not like it's a like the blue microphone's fault by any means. This is like my OG streaming mic, uh, but this microphone's old. Like, I think I've had this for like 7 years now. So it's just like worn out, but it's the only microphone I have. Like I have a nicer mic, but I have to use my audio recorder that we use for the podcast to utilize that mic because it's not a USB mic, it's a whatever the other kind is called. Um BNC? No, it's not. But that's like an extra step to hook up that I just haven't perfected or tested out yet. And so I need to buy a new one of these guys. You can't, it's down here, but like because it's a little bit of a butt. That's fine. When you crowd control an enemy, that's not super great, right? Because I've got um trample now summons a landslide, blah 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 blah, which is super good. And then this one here does after hitting 15 enemies with your shapeshifting skills, your next werebear skill deals for yeah, see. So yeah, this ring totally not worth it. Also, two of your primary resource, get out of here. I don't care about that. So mark for destruction. Okay. After casting 5 basic skills, one of your active cooldowns is reduced by 1.1 seconds. That's not bad. And it boosts willpower, life per second, and spirit per second. So I would just need to imprint. I would need to forge, harden, or whatever that term is, wolves' attack speed onto it. So okay, we can keep that. And then what is this? Pants. Werebear skill. In addition to debilitating roar, will immobilize. I'm not even using debilitating roar, am I? No, totally not. Okay, so this might totally be worth it then. Damaging an elite grants you a barrier absorbing up to 800 damage for 10 seconds. This effect can only... Yeah, why not, right? Huge ups on willpower. Okay, so yeah, we can mod these two. And then let's just like... Okay, so what are we at? 1498 right now. So let's go like boom, boom. 1316. It's like close. And it turns these boys into werewolves. Look at my werewolf boys. Look at their little werewolf butts. Look at his little werewolf butt right there. Wolf butt. Werewolf butt. But then I only have 2 boys instead of 3 boys. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not into it. I'm not hype on it. So we're just going to mark these for deletion also. Okay, so now that we've gone through that, if we go to the blacksmith, we can say all junk. Cancel. All junk? Accept? Ooh. That was very scary. I'm going to be quite real with you. That was horrifying. So unlock legendary aspects by salvaging legendary items or clearing dungeons. The Codex of Power will always contain the most powerful version of each salvaged legendary item. Yes, we already know about that. Press Y to view your current legendary aspects in the Codex of Power in the Collections menu. Okay, cool image. Visit the occultist to imprint legendary aspects onto your equipment. Yes, yeah, we again already know that. The potential power of most legendary aspects increase with world tier reaching the highest value in world tier 4. Okay, yeah, that was weird. We've been doing that for a while. I don't know why it was like this time. It was like, oh, actually, well, actually, weird flex, but okay. Let's vent this the absolute heat on this burrito, man. How was work today, Julie?
It was exactly what you would expect for the two to land on the day after a holiday.
Ah,
Everybody is like
hungover.
but it's like I do not know what day it is. I do not know what my job is, and quite frankly, I don't know what I'm doing here.
That's fair. That's totally fair. So what can we upgrade this?
I had a burger at the workplace cafe. Told them no aioli. They put aioli instead of mayo because we fancy.
Mm.
And they,
I mean, it's cute that people think that aioli is fancier than mayonnaise, but okay. It's just mayonnaise with an ingredient. It's not fancy. we gotta stop letting fancy people gaslight us into believing that the shit that they're into is actually fancy.
Not only was there aioli on the burger
Yeah.
that I had requested to not be on there, it is put on that burger in such a way that I could not have scraped it off.
Yeah, that's absolutely ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, on a burger in between the cheese and the patty.
Well, for what it's worth, people who think that aioli matters and it doesn't. So,
yeah,
right? Yeah, that's just yeah. Well, this is why we have a responsibility to send food back and be like, hey, I asked for this to not be on the thing. Because one of two things happen. Either the kitchen didn't get it on the ticket because the server or whatever wait staff or front counter person, depending on the layout, wasn't paying attention, or they did get it and didn't notice it.
It's that one,
right? So, but also like, I don't know, pay attention, bro. I've worked in a kitchen, like I get if you're busy, but you are also should be like prepared and cool with having to remake something if you didn't like read the instructions good enough and whatever the heck, you know? It's I don't know. I know people have like a bold amount of emotional opinion about this stuff, and having worked like specifically in a kitchen in food during a busy time, oh, dodge chances up. That's not great, but that'll do. It's just like just do that, man. Come on. You know,
mistakes happen, but just do it right the first time. This is
also
this is only the second time I've eaten it.
Pre-lubing your burger before served, like unless it's like a barbecue sauce sort of burger or whatever, feels so fast food energy in my opinion. Like put that shit on the side, my dude. You know, we at the brewery that I used to work at, we switched from having our burgers and stuff like fully assembled. This was like not the restaurant that I worked in the kitchen, but we switched from having our like burgers and like you know the toppings, burger toppings assembled to just being like on the opposite bun upside down next to it to just like being asked for. And as much as it made like a little bit more work for the server, it also meant that the amount of waste our restaurant produced as like people are like, I'm gonna put just the tomato on or just the lettuce or like no, like just the onion or like whatever, you know, so you have all that like the waste that's left on the plate. We like we just absolutely decimated that. And it worked out to be like a really good thing to do because most people like no, you know, it's like when you go to a deli, right? And you're filling out your like little form or whatever, and you like circling or checkboxing or whatever, you know, like tomato, onion, pickle. Like the deli, like let's be perfectly real, the deli's not doing that because like I'm trying to make you the perfect sandwich that you absolutely want. That's not at all what it is. They're doing that because it's gonna save them money. Like it also helps that like you get the thing that you want or whatever, right? But like also, it's just saving that deli like a dumb amount of money, bro. Veg is expensive, then it's got to be cut a bunch. So like, why not? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just makes way more sense in my mind to do it that way.
It is, but you don't really have that option, and it's all like automated, so you don't like talk to an actual person.
No, why would we want to talk to a person?
The second time that I've eaten there, and the first time was okay, but had the weirdest salsa. It was like microwave, but for a breakfast burrito, it wasn't. It was a stick. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great.
Sure.
And this is basically the second time that that's happened, and I'm just like, okay, maybe I don't eat there anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's certainly one of those things where I oh, that was weird. I don't know what that was. I get that was that guy's stuff. Hey, hey, who's this guy? You got your matching arm as me, bro? I bet he does. Um, no, man, it's one of those things where like places like it's performative fanciness. It's to me the same energy as oh, I totally missed that world boss. Damn. It's the same energy as like security theater stuff when they're like, we're gonna put up metal detectors, and you're like, oh, that's cool, and then you like immediately get up to the metal detector and you see them just like waving people through because they're going off too often. I've been in line at an event where they like the security head guy, like whoever was in charge of security, like just sort of like flusteredly walked over the wall and unplugged the metal detector because it was going off too often with people's like jewelry and accoutrements and stuff. And I'm like, well, then why did you waste our time in the first place, my dude? You could have just given your boys wands and they would have been like, what's that? Okay, you're good. What's that? Okay, you're good. Like it's so sometimes more work is actually less work. Everybody says like work smarter, not harder. Like I get that. Totally I do work smarter, not harder. But like sometimes the thing that seems smarter is in fact not smart. It just appears smarter. It's like security theater. It's fancy food theater. It's like I can make any like dumb cheap dish be like, ooh, like what is it like the like McDonald's sushi where you take a chicken nugget and you put like a little squeeze of tomato reduction, which is ketchup on it, you know? And then you just like serve those on a plate and you're like, oh, look how fancy this is.
Yeah.
Right? But like it's not fancy. It's just chicken nuggets with a little bit of ketchup on it,
Yeah.
So it's that thing where like people get sort of like you kind of get like caught up in the hype, the like idea of the thing that you're doing and like leave behind the real life structure of reality, you know?
Yeah.
These like smart boy places sort of stuff, fancy boy places sort of stuff that you're like, yeah, that's not actually that fancy.
Yeah.
Well, like it's okay. I can.
Probably eat there again. It's just
Well, it's trying it every once in a blue moon. Just to be like, maybe it's different or whatever. Because I've definitely had like places that are like, this is my favorite and I love it. That like very rapidly took a left-hand turn, and I've also definitely had places that are like, oh, I hate this place, it's awful. And then somebody's like, oh, I went there the other day, it was really good. And you're like, oh, I'll try it again. Like on your lunch break or whatever, and you like go back and try it. And you're just like, wow, they must have just like not liked me the last time I was there because like this is amazing, bro.
Yeah.
Like that sort of energy.
Exactly.
Boop, boop. That get a bunch of those going, huh? There we are.
I'm not ready yet.
Nice. So how far into the book did you get, bro? We started a new book today.
Everybody is so, you son of a bitch, I'm in.
I'm only at the like talk it like he like just talked to the president and is like aliens are coming, and then like the school kids he's like meeting with the Boy Scouts or whatever the heck that was.
Got it. Have you been to the Russians yet?
Yeah, I'm listening to them right now. They're like this American friend of mine said that maybe there's aliens, and the Russians are like the other Russian scientists are like probably not. Americans spreading all sort of lies over here in Russia, and this guy's like, one, not that one, and two, like Chill out, bro. Dang.
Yeah, it's a good book so far. The thing about these authors, Jerry Purnell and
Larry Niven. Yeah.
is that they're just like everything takes a lot of time.
I mean, it's like a 14-hour book. So, yeah.
You have a lot of character building before you get to like the exciting stuff.
Yeah.
And the character building helps you to understand the decisions that the characters will inevitably make later on, based on like the other book that we read by them. I think that one or both of them lives in California, because a lot of stuff takes place in California in both of these books.
Well, California is also like a remarkably important state in the Union. Well, with it being the 5th largest economy on the planet, having Edwards Air Force Base, you know, being like not the closest state, but like one of the states what with is on the like Russian side of the world.
Yeah.
You know? So like, yeah, California's like taking stuff.
And I'm like, give me all the California stuff, please. I get excited when I get to read something that takes place in a place that I am familiar with. Right?
Sure.
So
I don't have that, but
wrong
yes.
there, but it's interesting because this book was written or was published in 1985, and
was it now?
Yeah.
I did not even look up like when it's from. I was just like, this sounds good. Read.
Oh, no. It had nothing to do with choosing to read it or not read it. But the world that these characters live in 1985, right? Because this isn't like in an alternate universe or anything. This is like our universe.
We didn't meet aliens in 1985, so it's like a little alternate.
Yeah.
It's alternate adjacent.
We didn't know, right? What I'm saying is they're based in the reality that we live in.
Sure, yeah.
And it's 1985 was just such a different world than what we live in now. Like 40 years later.
Yeah.
It's interesting the like parallels with this.
It's more than 40 years later. Is it more than 40 years later?
No, it's not quite 40 years later.
Is it? I thought we just saw a thing that said something like something was turning 50 in a few years, in like 2 years. That was from the 80s. I thought we saw a thing about that last night. I mean, no, it should be, what, 39?
39.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Bad math.
We must have read something different. Oh, maybe we read something from, like, 80, that was, like, based in 81.
Yeah, like in 7 years or whatever. So
oh,
these will be 50 years old.
Sure. I bet it was like that.
That's what it was. I remember because it's like, oh, I don't want to think about that 50th birthday.
I don't know, whatever. If your name was Richard, you can start going by Dick. I don't know if that's a tradition everywhere, but that's the thing that I've always heard. Is that once you turn 50, oh, I can't believe Grandma died. That's crazy town. This is like one of the few times that I've died here at all.
Well, it sounds like my dazzling conversation is disrupting you too much.
Yeah. Well, Twitch chat. Doing a little crashola right there, huh? That's fine. We ignore. That's crazy town. Get out of here. There we go. Well, hello there. Yeah, what is the name of this book called? Footfall? Okay, yeah. It's pretty fun so far. You're definitely further ahead than I am. But I started a whole new anime today, and also had like a bunch of running around and stuff I had to do, so did not really get a chance to like listen as much as possible. I was gonna do 2 loads of dishes. I ended up only doing 1 load of dishes.
Any load of dishes is good.
That just means I have another load tomorrow to do instead of getting it all right now. Oh, this. Oops, wrong button entirely. Yeah. This means that there is a treasure goblin somewhere over here? No, I guess not. I must have missed him. Dang. That's alright. It's alright then. Alright. What are we doing down here? Ooh. That water's kind of gross. Let's get out of that. It's not for you, Grandma. That's not for you. Bam. Got it. Problem solved. Boom. Ooh, but we never really figured out what I was going to do with more of these. Your storm skills. No, I don't care about that. To a 10% chance to make enemies vulnerable. Okay. Dealing lightning damage to enemies has an 8% chance to immobilize them for 3 seconds. And up to 10% chance when dealing damage to a vulnerable or immobilized to stun the lightning bolt also hits. A lightning bolt also hits, dealing 919 damage. Okay, well. Do I want to make them vulnerable or do I want to make them. Oops. Electric shock? It could immobilize them or bad omen. Well, let's just like keep this going. We'll just do that for now. Oh boy, I gotta return to Sodev again already. Jeez, guy. Why do I gotta go back there now? Wow, no. That's most impressive. Oh, I might be able to get to 9 then. That's what I'm going to you. Pretty shield. It says give me the 9, right? Yeah, give me the 9. That's totally doable. 9 is super, super doable. So, what, they can talk about the herbs. Oh, and like movement and stuff. Okay, girl, thing. What is this? No. Movement. Ooh, movement speed increase. Very here for that. No. Oh. Oh, dude, I thought that said Moth's Embrace. It says Mother's Embrace. If a core skill hits 4 or more enemies, 45% of the resource cost is refunded. This is a core? That's pretty nice. That. Okay, well let's go through these real quick. Boom. This guy, damage an enemy, has up to 20% chance to daze them for 2 seconds. Nah. Nope. Nope. No. What's this? While Hurricane is active, gain +2 rank in your shapeshifting skills. Nah. Cool feature though. When the Nature's Fury key passive triggers a free skill, your non-ultimate cooldown of the opposite type are reduced. That is so complicated. No, I'm not going to do that. I don't have to think that hard about anything. Oh, it's the same thing as this. Look at that. It's the same one. Storm Shifters. Nice. But no. And your companions gain double the bonus from the Bestial Rampage key passive. That seems crazy. What's the Bestial Rampage key passive? Which one's that one? Rusine Strength, Bestial Rampage. After being a werewolf for 2 seconds, gain 30% attack speed for 15 seconds. Oh. So this is... If I'm a werewolf all the time, I wonder if what this means is that I'm just, like, always doing 30% bonus attack speed. This werebear shit is hype, though, dude. 50% increased damage? Get out of here. Your 6 werewolf skills critically hits. Like, that's what I'm doing there. Okay. Alright, well. What does this do? Your companions gain double the bonus from the bestial rampage key passive. Like, do my companions get something from this, though? I guess it's just the attack speed. I guess because we all get it. Mmm. Nah, I think that's still better. So, no on that. But this, the core skill hits 4 or more enemies, 45% reduction of cost. It's like nice, man. But like, I could drop this one. I could drop this guy here. Right? Like, I'm gonna lose a bit of willpower. Oof. That's a lot. Nice. Item power of the beast. I just noticed that. That's a lot of willpower loss there. Hmm. Hmm. That's a huge damage reduction. Just for like... I feel like I'm not running out of resource cost, though. Yeah, I think not worth it, man. Even though this is like so much more powerful. This is 15... 1093, right? Okay, so that's like this one. And you get like a little bit more life. And like a little bit more armor, but that is like a huge, it's like 150 points of damage down. That's fucking nuts. Well, we'll give it a try. Right. Like, we can give it a little bit of a try. Because that feels crazy. Very cool. Well, this guy doesn't have a temper. Elemental Surge, Storm Augment, Chance to Wind Shear, blah, 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 blah. I don't care about that. Werebear Augments? Oh, I don't do any of those. Earth Augments. Okay, so Elemental Surge would be pretty cool. What's this here? Just straight damage, just oops, more murder. See, like rabies damage would be useful. Because this does rabies, yeah. No, I don't care about that. Whatever. So we can do like risk, werewolf attack speed, or rabies damage. Now let's elemental augment this guy, bro. Let's see what happens. Right? Let's see what happens there. Yeah, it's good. See what happens, huh? Sweet. And lastly is this one here, which we will do. That one. Yeah, I'll take more movement speed. Okay, cool. And that's everybody. Upgrade, repair since I died. Okay. Okay.
Not well.
Nope, that's not what I was looking for. This one for this, because this is blown out in what, like 2 minutes left? Well, we'll jump there right before the end. Just in case. Just relax. Thanks, buddies. Oh, I saw it. Treasure Goblin. You get back here, you treasury little prick. Get back here. Haha, dead treasure goblin. Just what I ordered. Was that mail stuff? Oh, no, yeah, you went to the grocery store, huh?
Groceries.
We don't need no groceries. We don't need no food. We're eating plastic. What's this one?
Every single local was there.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Gotta get all those Safeway deals before the sale
Well, it's
tomorrow.
it's because this weekend was like, you know, it being a holiday weekend. You didn't want to go into town. That would be a nightmare.
And if you were going into town, you were only going into town because you had to work.
Yeah, totally. Right? So you're just like, get out of here with that. Get out of here with that town nonsense.
Yeah, so everybody at Safeway tonight were townies.
Nice.
Except for like one dude wearing sunglasses just strolling around in the meat department.
He's going on a meat trip, bro. He did the smart thing, which was like if you're going on vacation, take the extra time. You know?
Yeah.
Like don't just be doing like one trip stuff, you know? That's like best way to do that. Whoa. Cool, that all fell.
Potato chips.
Hey, good job. Did you get that the Doritos sale?
No.
Oh. I figured you would because you wanted to try that whatever that is called, mango some nonsense.
It was
Sweet chili mango, hot fiery pineapple.
It was buy two, get free. He could only choose the Lay's potato chips for the sale or the Doritos. So I chose the Lay's potato chips. They're more.
Oh, you couldn't cross between the Lay's. Aren't they the same?
They are, but the sale was as such that you could only do that, but from all of the pool of chips that were on sale.
Oh, that's confusing and dumb.
Yeah.
Waka. I guess maybe we do that. Guys, what do you think this is? Get out of here with that. Oh, but wait a minute. Did that one suck a lot? Maybe that one sucked a lot. I have a bloody migraine, so I'm just like, maybe none of that nonsense, huh? Oh, you know what? Let's see if we can crack this one. So let's do, I don't know, here? Oh, no. You dumb boy! That's the wrong button. It's like actually transport me there. Teleport me. Today's Bones theme, I think, was the relationship story of Angela and King of the Lab.
Oh, that's a fun little story.
Yeah. It was like a bunch of. I mean, I don't watch a lot of Bones, but like the Bones that I did watch, it was like all about that stuff, which was pretty rad. So. Oh my goodness, dude! Did you see Robert De Niro and one of the cops from one of the DC cops from Jan 6 was in New York today? Yeah, dude. They were like doing a speeches and stuff. It was pretty good, man. It was pretty good. Robert De Niro was like, I forget. I don't know who the news agency was, but like some news agency was like covering the Robert De Niro story, and they're like Robert De Niro, washed up actor, blah 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 blah, and then they start telling the story, and I'm like, washed up actor? Fuck are you talking about? Like, is he still like winning awards? Like, he's still producing movies, my dude. Relax right now with this. It was so weird. I don't even remember what their take was. Like, I don't know if their take was like pro or anti-Trump, and I honestly didn't care what this news agency was saying, but it was like covered in like um it was like the clip was covered online just because people were just like, news agency calling Robert De Niro a washed up actor doesn't seem to grasp who Robert De Niro is. Uh and I'm just like, very fair statements. Like, get out of here with this guy. I mean, you can disagree with him or whatever's your bloody hype or whatever, dog, but like, let's not pretend some stuff, you know? It was so weird, man. It was so weird.
That is weird.
And then there was like some dudes in front of maybe the courthouse. I don't know. I was like not 100% paying attention because like I just like low key don't care what's being covered like on Twitter right now, so I'm not 100% like where it was or whatever, but they were talking about like these dudes had like bundles of sage and were like out front of the courthouse or whatever, like saging, doing like like down on their knees doing a prayer or some nonsense like that. It was pretty funny. It was quite humorous.
I mean, but this was a strange day today.
Today was a strange day. Well, because today was closing arguments for the documents case. So that's why everybody's like uppity in the media about like the whole New York coverage thing right now. It's because it's like closing arguments or whatever.
Yeah, but also in just like a general cosmic sense, today was a strange day. Today was not quite an isekai day, but it was like a weird day. Like, do not recommend. I was leaving work and driving home, and when I leave, I go through this parking lot, and it's like a very large parking lot because there's a couple of office buildings there.
Mm-hmm.
And I go the way that I typically am going to because it is the most efficient of the ways to get home. And there is this like methed out like using a walker, like going slowly across the parking lot.
Yeah.
In the area that I'm going to be driving through to leave. But like she'll be way past like where my car is like beforehand, but then as I get closer, she slows down and then like cartwheels herself onto the ground. Like it was like, you took the rotate tool and just rotated her onto the ground.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh no.
You don't know about the artistry of the cartwheel collapse?
Well,
Why do a regular collapse when you could do a cartwheel about it?
I was like, does not look like that does not look like
was her face painted like a clown and she was wearing rollerblades? Was this whatever bloody Wizard of Oz 2?
No, but I was
Escape from rollerblade hell.
And she thought that my car was further away, and then she thought my car was closer.
Oh, like she was trying to get you or something.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, it was very sus.
Sure.
The way that it all happened.
Sure.
And I turned like hard left about a different area of the parking lot. And like when I went around, you can still see that area. And I went around and she was back up and walking again.
Yeah. She's just trying to get you.
Like, oh no.
Yeah.
And then I'm at the store and I'm doing the shopping. And there's a lady who goes to go get pickles in the pickle aisle.
Mm-hmm.
And just
fridge pickles or shelf stable pickles?
Shelf stable.
And she has bad pickle opinions.
Fully
fridge pickles are better.
Did not her hands fully did not work. And
drop the pickle jar?
The pickle jar.
Oh, dude, like let me tell you, bro.
And then
that's the worst.
Like, oh, I should go get some fun. And then she just like stood there and looked at it for like a minute and then walked off.
Nice.
And I was just like, I don't even know what's happening here. Like, is she going to go get something? But I'm like trying to hurry to get home because I want dinner, and also like the place to get dinner from
because you like hunger,
like very soon. So like by the time I'm done with all of my shopping and like go back up to the front, they're just calling somebody.
Yeah.
To come and clean that up, and the lady who dropped the pickle jar ended up being behind me in line, and I was just like, "This is weird. This is a weird day. I don't want to be doing this anymore."
You drop stuff sometimes.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens.
I was just like, this is too many weird things happening today, and I am done.
Okay. Oh. Oop, herder, got it done. Oh, where's this Legion event? Oh, I can't do it anyway because I've had a tree. Okay, whatever. We'll just do tree. Tree, then we'll return that thing. And we're probably going to call it early. Yeah, the pickle to the it's because like it's less common in the like shelf-stable pickles because those are dry jars. Whereas the cold pickles are like, they're like you got condensation on those jars sometimes or whatever.
Yeah.
But it definitely happens. When I worked as a what is that called? Courtesy clerk. I was like a bagger for a while, like cart boy bagger at a store when I was like in high school. And like every once in a while, you'd have something like that, the pickles or like a milk jug, fall and like burst everywhere, and you have to clean that up. Milk is always like super gross to have to clean up, especially when it's that fake ass milk, when it's like it's like sugary almond milk.
Yeah.
There was one that was like, so you remember like how like cardboard milk cartons have that like escape nipple, that like pour nipple on them?
Yes.
Like little plastic nippley thing. We had somebody one time drop like a carton of milk, and it hit the ground in such a way that the like plastic bung just like blew off. So instead of making like a big splash mess everywhere, it was just like a beam of sugar milk like up onto the shelf, like up onto the display next to it. So we had to like take this whole display down and like clean everything, because like, you can't leave a drop of that stuff behind because it like congeals into like grossness immediately.
Yeah.
So that was like a whole bloody thing.
Sounds awful, and I want no part of it.
Yeah, that was real gross. And obviously there was like a lot of alcohol spills because a lot of those are in like glass bottles.
Yeah.
The best, one of my favorite like cleanup stories that I have from working there, from working in that store, was this guy came in and wanted like a handle of Jack Daniels. And so he gets like a handle of Jack Daniels. And he goes like, "Can I get that in a bag?" And I go to put it in a paper bag. And he was like, "No, I would like it in a plastic bag." So I put it in a plastic bag. And this is like not the nice new plastic bags that we have today, but like those old ones that are made out of the idea of a plastic bag, just like the ephemeral ones, right? And so he has like one of those, and I put it in one, and I go to put it in the second one. And he's like, "No, I only want one bag." And I was like, "Listen, man, I was in high school." But I was just like, "Listen, man, like like the coefficient of friction and the weight of this container means that like it's gonna just want to like immediately find a pinhole and tear through the bag and like fall on the ground." And he was like, "No, it'll be fine. No, it'll be fine." And I'm just like, "All right, dude." And this dude bloody grabs the, like, it's got a handle on it, the bottle, right?
Yeah.
He grabs the bag by the bag handles because whatever, that's better, I guess. Takes like 3 steps away from the register towards the door, and he's already swinging it like full arm swings, like back and forth. And he goes forwards and he goes back, and that bag just like immediately gives out, and this bottle hits the ground. And this was first thing in the morning, I think on a Sunday maybe, but like a weekend morning. And it hits the ground and just immediately like dashes on the ground, and it's just like a huge mess everywhere.
Yeah.
And I I was just like, I told you so. I could not help myself but to say to a person who was more than twice my age at the time, "I told you so, man." Because like I'm the one that's gonna have to clean it up. This guy, another bagger, the checker or something like that, just like went over to the aisle and got him a new one, and just handed it to him, and was like, "Here you go, you can leave, sir. This kid's gonna clean up like half a gallon of alcohol." That store stank like alcohol for the rest of the day, and it was like right up front. So of course you got to put the stuff down. You put the absorbent down and clean it up and all this. But it was just like, oh, it was so bad, dude. It was so awful, man. Yeah, absolutely the worst. Do not recommend. Is this Grizzly Rage? What is this? It's Trample. Grizzly Rage is now a werewolf skill and shapeshifts you into a dire werewolf. Dire werewolves gain 21% movement speed and 42% spirit cost reduction instead of damage reduction. In addition, kills heal you for 10% of your maximum life. That sounds cool. Do I lose? Well, below 72% life, evade freezes close enemies and deals a buttload of cold damage. Okay, so I could, but then I would be giving up this, right? And this ring gives Trample superpowers. So which one's what's Grizzly Rage? Oh, so I'd have to get rid of Lacerate for it. 1.5 seconds and gain 20% bonus damage and 20% damage reduction. Damage bonus is increased by 3% for each second while in this form. Kills extend the duration by 1 second up to 5 additional seconds. Grizzly Rage makes you unstoppable for 6 seconds. Gain 8% of your maximum life as fortify per second while in Grizzly Rage instead of Lacerate. Lacerate does sort of blow ass though. Do I have anything that's hyping me on Lacerate right now? No, no. 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 I'm willing to give it a try. I'm willing to try Grizzly Rage with this new. There it goes. With this new necklace of badassery. Okay. So we can go like boom boom. Let's find the smithy. So I just started this anime today that was like, what is it? It's like I got kicked off the heroes team, and now I just want to retire to the countryside, not do anything or whatever. And so this dude like used to be in the heroes party and got kicked out because he's like only normal or whatever, even though this anime is very rapidly proving that he is in fact not a normal boy. And so he's like, okay, well, I'm just gonna like not do that, and then like what's called go and start like an apothecary shop. So he starts like an apothecary shop, and then like a princess who doesn't want to be a princess, who wants to be a warrior, decides to like finds him on accident and decides to like, oh, we can like live our lives together. And like, guess what, Loki, I'm in love with you. And he was like, funny that you mentioned that. I too am Loki in love with you. Or whatever. But it's fun. It's definitely one of those like, even though he's only D rank, like he's still like like a little OP because of his whatever. But in this universe, everybody like when they go through puberty, they get like a gift from the demigods or whatever of this reality. And these demigod gifts are like, it's not genetic based, so it's not like if your dad had this gift you would probably get the same gift or like something like that, right? It's like, oh, okay, that's not bad. I think that quite a bit. So like you can get like any gift, and they even talk about how like if you're from like a super fancy royal line, like you might accidentally get the like, oh, I wasn't able to do damage to it in time. Like you could still like maybe get the thief gift or like whatever. and how like the gifts change you. Like if you're a weaponsmith, or not a weaponsmith, like if you're like a weapons specialist, then you like hunger for like fighting with a specific type of weapon, and you like can't resist it once you choose your weapon. And if you're like one of the boons is bar brawler, and if you get that, then like your you like solve all your problems with rage, and you can fight with like any tool near you. It doesn't have to be a special tool or anything. Because you're like a bar brawler, so it's like all like chairs and fists and rocks and stuff.
Yeah.
And it like makes you violent or whatever, but like it's okay, you can still like be whatever you want to be. And how like if you have like hero gifts, like there are certain hero gifts that like make you seek fame and fortune no matter what. Like even if you don't want to, you start getting like anxious when you're not like in the spotlight. It's really weird because like all of these gifts seem like half gifts, half curses.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it produces like an interesting dichotomy in the universe or whatever. I'm very into it. It's a very fun anime, you know. It's not like fight scene heavy. It's mostly like story heavy. But this guy's just like, I just want to live here with my hot wife, and like now they're like engaged or whatever. But like, I want to live here with like my hot wife and just like be an apothecary. Thank you, please come again. And everybody's just like, but you could do so much more. And he's just like, yeah, I don't think that you understand what want means, bro. I don't want that.
I mean, it sounds like this is the goal.
Yeah, the guy's just like, I would like to live in the woods peacefully. And everybody's like, boo, what about working so much business? And he's just like, yeah, that's just not what I want to do.
Yeah.
You know, it's so weird, man.
Not ready.
So, yeah, it's a pretty fun anime, though.
It does sound fun.
Yeah, it's pretty chill.
Not ready.
What style of anime is it?
It's sort of slice of life.
I feel like we don't really see very many slice of life.
It's like not an isekai, but also one of the reasons why everything feels so isekai heavy is that like that's what I've been mostly watching of late is isekais. So like it's like our lens of what's popular is like a little biased, you know?
Nice.
Yeah. Not purposefully necessarily how I've been watching isekais, because like most of the time when I like, okay, I gotta get, that's too much. Most of the time it's just like I'm like, what am I gonna watch next? And I just like reading through the bloody things, through the descriptions or whatever, and then just like find one that's interesting to me. And the fact that it turns out to be an isekai is sometimes notwithstanding. You know what I mean?
I see. Yeah.
Yeah. So. But yeah, that's a fun one. Because I like caught up on, let's see, what are the 3 that I caught up on today? I caught up on the one where the guy is like isekai'd from another fantasy world. He's like, it's an isekai, but it's not like from our world isekai. He was like isekai'd from an already fantasy world into a different fantasy world, but he has like infinite skills, which is so funny. So he used to be a businessman, and he's trying to be a businessman again in this world. And he has like a hot wife who used to be a wolf, and he's like super powerful or whatever. And he didn't really grasp how powerful he was literally until this episode, like episode 8 or 9 or something. Because next to his like he has like a character sheet, that he like call up. But next to his character sheet is the infinity symbol is next to every stat. And he's just like, I don't know what this symbol means. So like the audience knew that he had infinite power, but like he didn't know what it was. And then finally, like this djinn was like summoned to kill him because like the actual hero of the realm was like is like, I hate this guy, he's booty. But like more powerful than me, and I'm like a bad guy. I also love that like so many isekais, the hero is like a piece of shit. It brings me great joy. But so the hero's like finds this secret holy sword or some nonsense that had like a djinn, I don't know, whatever, somehow bound into it or something, sort of like instead of a lamp.
Yeah.
And the djinn's like, I'll grant you any wish if you draw this sword from the stone and let me be, like, and set me free or whatever. And he was like, good, kill that other asshole, the main character of the anime. And the djinn's like, job done. So she shows up and like goes to harm this guy, and like gets in a fight with him, and she ends up injuring his wife, the like wolf girl.
Mm-hmm.
And he gently loses 100% of the cool that he has, because he's just like, I don't really want to hurt people or fight. Like I love doing business. I'm a business guy. And because like that's what he was in his original world, was a business guy. And he's like I don't want to fight, like whatever. And then she hurts his his love or whatever, and he just loses his marbles on her and just like walks over to her, and she's just like, what are you gonna do about it? I'm an all-powerful djinn, I have more magic than you humans, get bent or whatever. And he just punches her in the face, right? And she like spits up a little blood, and she's just like, what is happening right now? Humans can't touch me, what is going on? And he just like uppercut, rising knee, German suplex, absolutely demolishes this djinn, right? While in the background, his like super magic powers have been like doing a spooky thing and like saving the girl, right? So like she's fine or whatever, but he just like beats the shit out of this djinn. And like right before he kills it, his wife is like, hey man, why don't we chill it all the way out? Remember how we used to be chill? Like, let's do that, dude. And he's like, oh, okay. So he like calms down, and the djinn is at this point in time like beat to a bloody pulp. And so he like heals her now that he's got his senses, his wits about it. He like heals her, and they're like, what are we gonna do? What should we do about her? And he's like, I don't know. And his wife is like, well, maybe since we have to keep an eye on her because she's too powerful to be held by normal humans, and there's something wrong with you that allows you to do it, maybe she should swear her fealty and become your servant. And he's like, I'm not really like I'm like super big into servants, man. Like I believe in equality and stuff. And the djinn's like, please, master, let me be your servant. And starts getting like real weird on him. And he's just like, what is going on with this, my dude? And this djinn is just like, you're so powerful, I have to serve you just to see what happens with your story. It starts getting like real weird on him about it. Oh man, so good. So I caught up on that one, whichever one that one is called. And I caught up on like the 3 isekais that I'm watching right now. I don't remember what the other 2 are off the top of my head. But so I caught up on all those, and I was like, oh, what do I want to watch? And there's like there's one that I'm watching. I clicked on the wrong button. And I was gonna finish one of the other animes. I have like Freyrin, I think I have like 10 episodes left in. But I'm listening to it in Japanese. I'm like watching it in Japanese, which isn't that big of a deal. Except it when I'm skeeting floss out, I have to like look down to see what the count is.
Yeah.
So I can't so I like miss stuff sometimes. So I watch the like ones that I'm watching in English on those days.
Yeah.
You know?
Not ready.
Because I have to pay like a little bit more attention to the thing that I'm doing. So
Yeah.
you know, so we're not making like huge old skein of floss. But so yeah, so I was just like, I'll just start this new one, whatever. I made like a little tiny list of like new guys to start that are available in with dubs. Even though like you know, whatever, sub superiority, but like if you can't do subs because, you know, whatever, you're doing something else that requires your visual attention, then you just can't do it, you know?
Yeah.
So it was just like requiring too much visual attention for me to be like skinning it out. That first rack, or the second rack, perfectly smooth. First rack of floss I skeened out, man. Bloody, like every third skein was getting knotted up on the bloody spooler.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was so upsetting, dude. I was pissed. I was just like, man, what the heck? Like, I don't know what it was. It just like did not. I just did not do it the right way. It did not work out. I was quite furious.
Yeah, that sucks when that happens. But like, nothing you can do about it. It's just a frustrating and annoying thing.
Yeah. So I had to just like deal with that. So it was like taking even more like focus to get it to like work out properly or whatever. So whatever, man. Deal with those. See what's down part of stuff. Inventory? Okay, cool. That's what I thought. I figured we would have something in there. So, oh no. Oh, what? Those bonus just instant partitions up. Whatever. Yeah, whatever about these. You know what? We're just gonna. We're already doing it. We're sticking with it. Stick to the plan, Jan. Stick to the plan. Veruca? Is that who I need to talk to?
Elixirs. Brood orders. Blessings.
No, no. Just take another look at this bonus. It's not really deal with distant enemies. Question, what happened? Good enough for me. All right. Well then, we are at level 45. And my headache is getting worse with time. So let's, yep. New armbands. New smoldering ashes. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, we can look at what the new gloves or whatever the heck it is that I just got. Although I don't know why I would change away from grandma arm. The clawinator. Where is this new glove? It's all the way down here. Okay. I mean, those are dope. Faux show, but they're not this dope. Faux unshow. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be teal, but I'm going all red grandma. Blood grandma. I am going to change this weapon, though. I thought I had a better one chosen than this. That's the one I want. I want the old flame slappy thing. Okay, boom. Let's just... Zoop. Let's sit down on that. Let's sit down on this chair. Look at her. Look at these wolves. All right. All right. With that being said, my head hurts, and I don't want to have to think anymore. So I'm just gonna call the stream a little early tonight, and catch you guys catch Thursdays. So see everybody on Thursday. Battle Grandma. This has been a weird one.